I don't know why you not subscribed to my channel. You need to subscribe to this goddamn channel. I'm just saying. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, and thank you for joining me.
I don't know what that means.
Yes, you do.
What does it mean?
Don't you?
No,
Don't
I
you?
really don't. Because I hear a lot of black people saying that, and I wonder why they think that white people are superior to them, because I hear a lot of black people calling white people white supremacists, and in my mind, it sounds like they believe that white people are superior to them.
Well, that's not what it means.
What does it mean then?
It means that since the founding of the nation, Thomas Jefferson wrote a paper called Notes on the State of Virginia. And in that paper, he was trying to convince Paris to come to this nation. And he described blacks as not as beautiful as whites, not as emotional as whites, not as loving as whites. And he began a trajectory of pseudoscience that sought to prove that white people, white skulls, white beauty, white language, white everything was better than blacks or indigenous. And that's the beginning of white supremacy. And that's what it means.
That's why.
It doesn't mean that I, as a black person, think that white people are superior.
So why would you use that word, the whites supremacy? It implies that.
Jesse Lee Peterson got this video with this woman. She starts off talking about white supremacists. Okay, now I watched this video like eight or 9, 10 times or something like that. You get what I'm saying? Because it's funny to me. Look at her. You get me? I done ran into people like her. This, in all honesty, she reminds me of my aunt and uncle. Okay. In a sense, like I just got into it with my uncle over some shit. I'll come back and tell you about that in a little bit. But this woman is so weak, bro. You get me? Like, she is so weak, so democratically weak. It's sad. It's like we living in this world where these people don't want to answer real questions. They want you to give them the answers that they want you to give them the questions that they want to answer. She actually says this to him.
If we're going to do it again, then I would send questions that help you know, like, culture. What do I mean by white supremacy? What are the terms that I'm trying to use? And what's the message I'm trying to put in the world?
Like, wow. You get what I'm saying? It's crazy, right? Now, they start off talking about white supremacists. You get me? And talk about white supremacists. You get me? And she going in, you know, I believe in white supremacists. But see, this is what is funny. Now, I found out who she was. You get what I'm saying? I went to find out who she was. I want to see who this lady is. You get me? Because you are super weak as shit. And then you find out that you married to a white guy? What? So that kind of explains why you don't want this to go out. Like, she tells him this shouldn't go out to nobody. I don't want nobody to be, to think I'm misrepresenting what I'm saying and stuff like that. Just like, no, you're saying exactly what you want to say.
Because it doesn't feel like we're having a conversation. It doesn't feel like we're having a conversation. And I feel uncomfortable that when we put this in the world, it might not be clear what my point of view is.
No, you're very clear.
My point of view. So
you get what I'm saying? And then she goes into this attitude of a kid. Like who are you? You get what I'm saying? Like, you go into an attitude of a child. Her attitude is that of a child. I swear for God, I don't like you could tell somebody babied the shit out of her. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You could tell that either she was molested or she got babied. Okay. She was either baby and molested or just baby. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is what she said. This is what she did. She said, and I feel uncomfortable and I don't want to talk. And yeah, I don't want to talk. And I'm like, bitch, she doesn't even stop using her tongue to talk. Like, yes, I'm uncomfortable. And then comfortable. You get what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
You want me to ask only what you want me to ask? What you want to talk about?
I want to have a dialogue.
I want to have a dialogue.
That's what we're doing.
Jesse Lee, I'm not going to talk more right now about it.
You give me this, you don't, like these people don't be challenged. You can't challenge these people. And then she married to a white guy. You get what I'm saying? Like, but you want to talk about, I hate these people, bro. You want to talk about black issues. You want to talk about the black and white and all that, but then you sleep with the white guy. And this is two times. You get me? Because every time I see these women, y'all come and y'all want to fight for the defense of black people, black this, black that, or woman and all that stuff like that. But then y'all always be foul. Y'all live foul, just like this next chick named Tiffany.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion leader. Can you explain to me what is that and how does that work?
Yeah, so that means that, again, my focus, my learning laboratory is the workplace. So I roll into organizations and I ensure that Black people, that people of color, that women, that gender minorities, that sexual minorities, that people with disabilities are being treated respectfully. And
you get what I'm saying? Look at her, bright skinned. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't you look like, yeah, power, all that other shit. But then we find out you with a white man too. What do these people get the audacity to come try to talk to black people or tell anything that's concerning black people when you fucking the enemy? You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't make no sense at all. I watched that First Lady and both of them doctors. Yeah, doctors. I'm doctor this, doctor that. You get what I'm saying? Ferocious courage. Bitch, he told her to her face, ain't no ferocious courage. You running. I'm not running. I'm not running. It's like she trying to talk herself. I'm not running. I'm not. I just don't like this. Like, damn.
You believe that?
No, it doesn't imply. Can we stop for a minute?
Yes.
This is not the conversation I thought we were having today, and I feel very uncomfortable.
No. I'm just following about something to get an understanding from you.
Yeah, but I feel uncomfortable. Like, this tape's going to go out in the world, and some of these things that we're saying don't make me feel comfortable at all.
But you write about them and you talk about them, so I just want a better understanding because I'm black and slow. A lot of things I just don't understand. That's all.
I don't feel comfortable.
All right, relax. We do it fine.
No, I know I'm doing fine. I'm saying I don't feel comfortable.
Oh, but relax.
I'd like our producer, whoever that is, to pause tape. I'm not going to do this interview right now. It doesn't feel comfortable to me.
You get what I'm saying? That shit, it is amazing. I can't stand people like this. Now the reason it makes me mad, it makes me, like when I was watching her, I kept seeing my aunt and her husband. My aunt and her husband. Now I love my aunt. My aunt automatically. That's off the bat. That's family. You get what I'm saying? She always been there for me, even if she do get on my nerves. She's always been there. But her husband, I like him. He's all right. But he, oh my God, man. Look, the same way this lady is running from this conversation and she's like, I don't want nobody to see this. I don't want nobody to see this. I go to my aunt's house and I'm chilling and me and him was having a good conversation. We was talking about the Little Mermaid. I was trying to explain to him. We was talking about the Little Mermaid, and I was trying to explain to him how real black people don't need hand-me-downs and shit like that. You get me? She took a role. There out there, some black people out there, taking roles and stuff, not understanding that, y'all detrimental to who fucks this? Oh, my aunt called me. Hold on. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. She was asking me taxes questions. She been doing my taxes, my aunt. Anyway, her husband, we was talking about the Little Mermaid. And how, you know what I'm saying? We was talking about how these new actors be taking roles and stuff like that don't represent black people at all. You get me? And that's understandable. That's cool and stuff. And he's like, he don't see no problem with it. You get what I'm saying? But he's kind of like weak and stuff like that. Like, we even had a conversation about should a man, his children have his last name? And he was like, well, none of my kids have my my last name and stuff like, God damn, Uncle, you that weak and shit like that? God damn. You get what I'm saying? And so anyway, at the end, we was talking about the Little Mermaid. I was making some excellent points and stuff like that. And so I'm videotaping it. You get what I'm saying? I'm videotaping. I'm not pointing the camera at him. I'm just letting his voice play while I'm recording. I'm pointing the camera at me. You get me? And I'm talking. You get me? I'm gonna use this. There's some good video footage because I wanted people to see the certain size point of view versus my point of view and let y'all decide. I was gonna post it. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. My aunt come in. He was like, he recording it right now. And my uncle like, oh no, I don't want my voice on the internet and stuff like. I don't need nobody seeing me and how I feel. And just like this lady doing right now. I'm like, Unc, ain't nobody gonna see you. Well, they gonna have my voice and stuff like that. Well, you think your voice the only person? You the only person that sound like you or something? Like, oh my God, he went into pulling one of her moves and stuff like that. And that made me so sad, bro. It even their relationship to me is like Monique and her husband. I ain't gonna lie, I even went into that. You get me? He's sitting there calling him daddy or something like that. You get me? That's his attitude. You get me? Where the son, this is why I believe the son over Monique, because I know how my aunt is like Monique. My aunt is like Monique. You get what I'm saying? If I go out to say anything about them or something like that and it gets back to them or something, she go try to embarrass me. Like, you know, when you didn't have nothing, I was there for you. Yeah, we know this. She doing my taxes right now. Okay, my aunt been there for me even when I didn't have nothing and stuff like that. But that don't change anything. What the fuck does that change? Nothing. It still is you get what I'm saying? But she's that person like Monique. Well, he does this and he does that. You get me? To knock the blame off her, bro. That's so sad, bro. This is why I don't like people like this. You get me? Jesse Lee Peterson tell her, he say, well, didn't you want to like learn the dialogue between the conservatives and the liberals and stuff like that? And you get me? She gives all these excuses like, I don't feel like it. I'm uncomfortable. He like, what does uncomfortable mean?
It's lovely to talk about my book, but this conversation does not feel comfortable. And to start a half hour late and for it not to be comfortable feels to me like it's not supposed to happen today.
Oh, so are you saying that you don't want to?
I'm saying I'm done today.
Oh,
I think
you are?
I said it 3 times now. I'm not talking today about this. If we want to try again, we can. I can send you questions that make me feel comfortable. So far as, am I afraid of Black people? Nope. So far as do I think white people are superior? Nope. So far, doesn't feel like a good conversation.
I'm a little surprised to hear you say that, because you said that one of the problems with culture is that, and Republicans and Democrats, that they don't sit and agree and disagree and talk about things anymore. Yeah. You said that they tend not to do that, and look like you're about to do the same thing.
I'm about to stop talking because I could go to any room in the world, any room in the country, any room. I also get to have the ferocious courage to say, I'm not comfortable. So I'm not comfortable right now.
I know, but you're not showing ferocious courage by running.
I'm not running. I'm just not comfortable. And I'm not
what
does
that
right
mean
now.
You're not comfortable? I don't know what it means.
I think you know what it means. I think it means that I'm not comfortable. It doesn't feel like it's a good dialogue this moment, and I would like to pause. We can try it again another time. I'd like that, but I can't do it right now. It doesn't feel comfortable to do it right now.
Amazing.
Like the product isn't going to represent what I'm trying to say. It doesn't feel that way.
But you're clearly saying what you're trying to say, and I'm just getting a better understanding to understand. Because you're helping me to understand the culture better.
I can't control the questions and all this stuff like that. I'm like, oh my God, this is so sad. This is so sad. But then it makes sense. You're not supposed to be here. I remember somebody asking us a question about what happened to all the retarded people. They out there writing books, dumb shit. Like ferocious courage. You got molested or something, didn't you? Because that's how stupid you sound. I just want people to know about ferocious courage and like that. Like, oh my God, you are damn near a baby. Where did you grow up? You get me? And they points are so invalid. They don't want nobody to hear them. Oh, this gonna go out into the world and it's gonna misrepresent. No, it's gonna represent you perfectly. And that's why you don't want nobody to see it. They only want to tell things to people that's in their bubble. In your bubble, you can say whatever the hell you want to say. Why? Because they stupid and you stupid. So it's like a whole bunch of stupid people together just talking about bullshit. But when you get involved, people who got some sense and they want to see what's going on, it's like, I don't want them to hear. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable because they're not the people who usually like everything that I say and stuff like. Bro, it's so sad, bro. That's so sad. But that's pretty much the video, man. I was at fucking work, man, and I just had I told myself, yeah, we doing this video. Especially after I went to find her on fucking Google and shit, and you find out this bitch married to a white guy. And the other chick married to a white. It's like all you weird ass black mulatto ass people and shit out there trying your best to suck dick, the white man's dick, but then y'all want to be a part of the black community. Y'all the push for diversity and inclusion. That's why we don't need your push for diversity and inclusion, because it doesn't include us. It includes you being around them, sucking their dick and kissing their ass.
To get an understanding why you feel so uncomfortable.
Because it doesn't feel like we're having a conversation. It feels like it doesn't feel like we're having a conversation. And I feel uncomfortable that when we put this in the world, it might not be clear what my point of view is.
No,
like
you're very clear.
My point of view.